we're getting set for the women's collegiate lightweight, the AW Coggeshall Cup, and we have 4 crews in this one. And they have some national rankings here that we will mention as well. Coming out of lane number 1 is Stanford, currently ranked 3rd in the nation, followed by, in lane 2, Wisconsin. They're slotted at number 4 nationally. Coming out of lane 3 here at our San Diego Crew Classic, it'll be California, currently ranked 14th in the nation, and Loyola will be out of lane number 4, and they have a current ranking of 7. So we've got 3, 4, 7, and 14 top flight crews nationally coming down the ways for you. Stanford 1, Wisconsin 2, Cal 3, and Loyola in 4. This is event 11, the women's collegiate lightweights.
While we're waiting to start, let's get through the official results for event number 9. Sorry, we're underway.
All crews off the line even. Now, this is a race for lane positions in the final. We're going to see the same 4 crews lined up in the final, but depending on the results of this race, their lane allocation will be made for the final. So we're going to see one or two things, either a very cagey race, or they're just going to say, I want to beat these guys. And at the moment, it looks like it's the latter. I want to beat these guys, because Stanford have gone out hard, and they've raced to a 2-seat lead at the moment. They're 2 seats ahead of Cal Lightweights. Cal Lightweights a club program, whereas the other 3 are varsity programs. But the Cal Lightweights are doing a real good job at the moment. They're nip and tuck with Wisconsin. Wisconsin have been racing heavyweight novice programs and heavyweight club programs so far this season, and it looks like that experience has done them well. As they come down through the 250, Stanford have powered out to a 3/4 of a length lead over Wisconsin, who are moving back on California. Wisconsin in 2nd at the moment, California in 3rd, and Loyola in touch, about open water down on the leading boat Stanford, but they're still in touch and they can still move. As they come through the 500-meter mark, slowly but steadily, powerfully, Stanford lightweights are moving away from Wisconsin. They have overlapping almost clear water on Wisconsin as they go through the 500, with California about half a length down on Wisconsin and Loyola about half a length down on California.
Looking at the women's collegiate lightweight, once again the lane assignments: lane number 1 Stanford, followed by Wisconsin in lane 2, Cal in lane 3, and Loyola in lane 4. And Stanford on the early lead with open water over Wisconsin in lane 2. A half length back at the 500-meter mark was California, and a half length behind there Loyola. As mentioned, we're looking for lane positions in the final, and we'll see just how much dedication they want to put out in this particular event just to qualify for a particular lane position. Stanford, Wisconsin, Cal, Loyola.
Shot there of the University of Wisconsin Badgers, rowing out of lane 2. Very fine camera work by our trailing crew out in the launch following the race course. Loyola University rowing in lane 4.
On the early lead is Stanford, and they're along the shoreline here. Wisconsin got off a little bit behind. California was in 2nd spot early, but Wisconsin has reestablished themselves, and then Cal and Loyola on the outside.
Nice shot there. The Wisconsin boat looks like they opted for the leopard print design on their Resolute. Coming into 7:50 to go.
It is Stanford continuing to hang on to the lead along this shoreline here. Wisconsin has been shadowing them, although earlier the Cardinal had a little open water lead. It looks like Wisconsin has closed that down just a bit. California on the outside in lane number 3, and Loyola stroking along on the far outside. Looks like they're beginning to make a bit of a move on California even.
Steering going on there in the Loyola boat that is never good. Looks like they drifted off out of lane 4 into lane 5.
A little tough to get in the hunt if you go by way of El Cajon. On the shoreline here we have Stanford, Wisconsin. Wisconsin looks like they don't feel like they want to go away, even though Stanford had some open water a while back. The Badger still in on the hunt. Is California on the far outside and Loyola with open water for those two boats back behind the lead 2 of Stanford and Wisconsin. We have a trumpeter down in the water trying to encourage the Wisconsin crew on. Got to be a little chilly, but certainly enthusiastic. It's Stanford along the shore. Wisconsin still trailing, and open water back to Cal and Loyola.
Keep your eyes open for a bit of an innovative feature we have at this year's Crew Classic. We have a buoy cam. It is situated between lane 1 and 2. And in about 10 seconds, it probably will come on and give you a surface view of the boats as they pass by. 200 meters to go. It's Stanford with 1 length over Wisconsin. And there's our buoy cam. Last couple of strokes. Stanford leading from start to finish. I believe that event was a preliminary, and those same boats will compete tomorrow in the finals in the Women's Collegiate Lightweight for the AW Coggeshall Cup. Good old Coggy. Here are the official results for event number 9, the Jessup Whittier Cup Heat A. USC was our winner with a time of 6:27.1. They're the first qualifier, followed by Washington State, 6:27.94, and Washington rounding out the top 3 in 6:29.50, followed by Clemson and Purdue. Here are the official results from heat number event number 10 in the Jessup Whittier. Stanford with a time of 6:30.67.